for the plot, but we all know it is probably not. Little chat with another slice of life. Biggles keeps talking about another villainess. And in troubleに越されているので、私たちはそれらは全て分析します。It's the Biggles breakdown, another anime night, fighting all the shows and the plots. It's time for the Biggles breakdown. Breakdown.
Biggles,
Oh,
you do know your camera isn't working, right?
what a great.
I thought that was intentional. So like I thought you just had your camera off or something. So I didn't mention it. I didn't realize you were gonna go live like that.
Can you see me now?
Yes.
Okay. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. I am. Oh, my brain is fried. I've been
Congratulations.
training and going to the office every day, so my sleep schedule is fucked. My camera isn't even in the right spot. Like, what the fuck is going on?
So professional. We're the most professional anime podcast out there.
The greatest one ever made, and I can't even have my camera on when I start. Man, oh man, I didn't even bring in my little fan. It's hot as shit. All right, I hate myself. This is what happened. Okay, so like daylight savings time happened or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So
The
so
fucking
you
retarded shit that we don't need to do anymore, but still do for some
yeah,
reason.
yeah. So now I have to do my stream an hour earlier because we don't change,
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, oh shit, I have to get this done. And usually I nap right after work and then I finish the anime that I need to do. And uh I'm just like, fuck, I set an alarm. I fell asleep for like 15 minutes, so I missed like all of Wash It Away. So I restarted to Wash It Away. And I was like, shit, now I have to set up the stream because it's the my stream starts at 6 now instead of 7.
I was thinking of you with this episode of Wash It Away.
Oh, with the
Wash It All
dogs?
Away. Yeah, with the dogs.
Yeah. I was
Her coming home and getting tackled by the two big dogs.
yeah,
I'm
I
just
was
like, this sounds like some of the conversations we've had with Biggles before about his dogs.
yeah, man, they're just it's fucking great, man. Um and then the World Baseball Classic is on, so I was like trying to get that. So oh dude, I don't even have like critics list up for like the oh my god, man. I am the worst today at setting up what we need to do.
Bro is out here just like absolutely fumbling everything. He's so addicted to baseball, he's not even paying attention to what he's up to.
Yeah, man. We need to beat Mexico. Okay, U.S. needs to beat Mexico. So let's see. I am going to officially drop Roll Over and Die. It no
Hmm.
longer feels like it's going to be like a kind of gritty revenge story. And now it's all like getting super into the romance. And I'm like, okay, I'm out. So I am officially dropping it. Funny thing is, I keep seeing like clips of like Noble Reincarnation, and I had dropped that due to like boredom, but it seems like it's getting better, and I might actually just pick it up again just to rewatch it real quick.
I don't really
Uh,
have any interest in it. It looks like a sort of like low tier isekai or fantasy or whatever it is.
y- yeah, he's
Um,
like god tier strength right off the rip, and you're like, what the fuck is
mhm.
going on?
But as far as Rollover and Die goes, yeah, I never got into that one either. Those are both anime that I felt like and have continued to feel like I have dodged a bullet on because I haven't heard anyone speak particularly highly of them.
You know what? It was the better uh kicked out of the heroes party this year for about 7 episodes. And now Jack of all bullshit has had 2 good episodes in a row where they didn't kill their lore. They didn't kill
And
their
when I
magic
say
system.
hold on,
They
when I
didn't.
say, I have not heard good things about it, Marcel is the person that I have not heard good things about it from, so
Don't torture yourself. Noble Reincarnation is absolute dog shit. Finally dropped it this week. All right. Well, I dropped it like a long time ago, and if you say
Mhm.
it's dog shit, I'm not going to go
But you're
rewatch
you're
it.
talking about Roll Over and Die being the better of the Kicked Out of the Heroes Party anime,
I,
correct?
I was I was saying that for like the first 7 episodes, and then it got super super weird and super super Yuri. It's like there was even a line in like this week's episode.
But you don't wanna watch the anime girls scissor?
No,
You don't wanna watch them finger each other and then come and turn into a bicycle?
no. Well, or a kaiju lesbian water slide. Uh, what's up, muffler tape? I need to go get my fan, but uh, So so what I was saying was for like the first 7 episodes, it was the better kicked out of the heroes party, and then, like I said, Jack of all trades decided that, uh, it was going to have 2 good episodes in a row where it doesn't kill its lore, it doesn't kill its magic system, it doesn't kill its characters, it doesn't add some, faction war that hasn't been seen again in 2 episodes or even mentioned, and they weren't mentioned before, so it's like how it tells its story is dumb. But I this show, Jack of all trades, party of none, ass of bullshit, um, jack of all bullshit as I like to or dog shit as I like to call it, is best when they have like the teaching arch arcs where he is teaching the girls. And like Caroline, the like the happy go lucky one is like I became an adventurer to make everyone smile because happy people don't hit you. And it's like super fucking dark, and you're like, what the fuck, this poor girl. And then ever since that guy died to the black dragon, she's been like having trouble with all of it. So, Jack of all trades is getting better, but it's still shit at storytelling. It's still shit at keeping its characters in line. It's still shit as uh, at like keeping its systems that it sets up in line. So it just these 2 episodes didn't break its like setup lore, and it actually had 2 good episodes in a row that I am shocked. It's not as good as Muffler Tape makes it or not Muffler Tape. Arceus makes it seem. Uh it really is shit that has had 2 good episodes, and they've been able to be close to some of these other good shows with their like good episodes. So when it's at its best, it has a chance to be similar to like the top 10, but it's still shit. You know what? It's uh it's better than Jujutsu Kaisen. So I'm moving it one.
As far as Jack of all trades goes, yeah, that's another one that I dropped early on. Like, I will acknowledge that it's not the worst in its category, but it's also not the best. When it comes to these kicked out of the hero's party kinds of stories, I find the ones that I like the most are the completely absurdist ones, like uh, MILF Sakai. Ones that just like completely decide to go do something different other than more dungeon delving and exploring and stuff. Like
Mhm,
Banners from the Heroes Party, I decided to live a quiet life in the countryside.
mhm. Outcast Restaurant.
Like, yeah, like where the guy literally is like, all right, well, you don't want me here. I'm gonna go do what I actually wanted to do and go live peacefully in this small bumblefuck village,
Mhm.
and have fun smashing the seventh princess of a different nation. You
Yeah.
know,
Dude, so if you read the manga, the spin-off where it's her story, it's better. But like it's still good. I like that one. Um well, too bad. You're going to have to suffer with me for another week. Um
all Rent a Girlfriend fans deserve suffering, constant unrest. They shall never know peace.
mm. uh so I haven't watched Medalist. but do you want to tell me what happens?
If you're okay with it.
Yeah,
So,
man.
how many episodes are you behind? We're at episode 7 right now.
Uh, I haven't got to finish. Like you said, there was a belly button thing. I haven't seen that yet. I'm like still
Okay.
confused.
So, that would have been last week's episode, I believe. Um, last Saturday, I should say. Not this Saturday.
Hmm.
Anyway, so basically what happens is Inori has her run in with Hikaru, gets a little bit shaken. They're doing jump practice basically because Inori struggles with certain more complicated jumps.
Hmm.
But since she won the competition, a jump specialist has agreed to come basically teach her and help her out. So they do this whole thing with the harness. The kids really like the harness. You have some really fun, like upbeat moments over these 2 episodes of like Inori being able to like experience the jumps, and with someone there to like correct her posture and everything so that she can land them. She's
Hmm.
actually able to, pull them off. Um, this latest episode, the one that aired on Saturday, I really liked because the first part of the episode is just Inori and Tsukasa being Inori and Tsukasa, and it's really
Hmm.
fun, really endearing. And then he goes and gets himself a harness so that he can continue doing that training and helping all the kids in his
Hmm.
tutelage learn their jumps and everything, particularly Inori. And then while using it, he takes a nasty fall and cracks a rib.
Ooh,
Yeah,
brutal.
so he's actually not able to do anything, but that kind of like weighs on Inori. She's really starting to feel the pressure with everything that's going on with the upcoming competition and how much she actually has to train and like master.
Hmm.
So that's just another thing that goes on top of it. But they take a surprise road trip to Casa and Inori to go see the jump instructor again, or the jump specialist again. And the whole way there, Inori is just sitting there chattering like an excited little kid. This is like the first time she's ever been anywhere without her parents and all that.
Hmm.
So it's like she's super excited, like constantly talking all that. Really fun. And then again, you get some more of the heartfelt moments as you kind of see again that like she is feeling the pressure of the upcoming competition and the training that she has to do.
Hmm.
Um on top of just like her commenting about how like Sukasa how she believes Sukasa was born to be on the ice forever, and he kind of like takes that to heart. Like no one's ever really acknowledged my talents. I've always been kind of like tossed aside because I started late. No one really wanted to watch me, but this one person, at the very least, um, puts me up on a pedestal.
Well, he has two people like that now. The little butthole kid that I don't like.
Oh, Rio.
Yeah, he's like that way with Tsukasa too. Now, like if you notice.
Yeah,
So,
he really likes Tsukasa after actually like being taught by him. Um, and Inori's kind of always looked up to this guy, but like it honestly, it's not like the competition arcs tend to feel a little bit more stressful and tense.
hmm.
I think
Well, they
these last
should.
couple, well, yeah, these last couple of uh episodes I like, I guess, a little bit more than the competition arcs because they're pretty upbeat. They're funny. I like the humor and the character interactions that we get out of them, the character development that we get out of them. Um, yeah, a lot of the payoff does come from the competition arcs, so it's not like they should be cut entirely. But when I'm watching this show, the parts I find myself enjoying the most are the parts where they're actually like doing the training, and you get a lot of the character work and fun interactions.
Yeah, I can get that too. Like, for me, I really like to see how all the training like goes off because what's the point of training if you don't get to show off a
Mhm.
little like when you compete. Dude, hold on. I have to let my dog in. He is crying like a big fat baby.
I can hear him.
You can hear him crying. All right, let
Yes,
me let him in.
he is out there
Come on,
whining.
dog. Come on.
So yeah, well he's doing that.
Wanna come in too?
Medalist strikes a really good balance in like all of these
Hello.
in this area where like you have the structure like of the like storytelling, leaning into the parts that like make it enjoyable. Like they actually make the training stuff really fun to watch because like I said, you get a lot of good character interactions, you get a lot of fun stuff. You get stupid moments like Inori lifting up her shirt to show off her abs, and then later being super embarrassed that she showed her belly button to everyone at the skating rink.
Hmm.
You also have some of the more heartfelt moments where like you have the student teacher bonding moments between Tsukasa and Inori that are like really compelling. They make you like the characters. Um and then like the competition is where all of that pays off. Yeah, sure, it's a little bit more tense, a little more nail biting, and I don't believe that we're going to get the upcoming competition this season. I feel like that's what the movie that's going to follow this is going to be about.
Oh, there's going to be a movie.
I did. That's why they have a short season. Is they're doing a movie for this.
Is it not 12 episodes?
It's only 9 episodes.
Oh, so the season's like basically over.
2 more episodes, and yes.
Shit.
So they have 9 days worth of training to do. In 2 episodes before the competition. So unless they are going to, be buttholes about it, and like rush the competition and all
Hmm.
that, um, I don't see them doing anything other than using the rest of the season to train and set up and then go into the movie. That's what I remember hearing about this. Is I remember seeing the announcement being that this was going to be a shorter season and a movie.
Okay. I think a movie could work, and it is that going to be like for the all Japans
Probably, potentially.
where she
That would be my thought would be that if they're doing it this way specifically so that they can do the movie, then we're going
Mhm.
to turn the All Japans into its own like movie, kind of like Mugen Train got its own movie for Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
Anyone's welcome to correct me if I'm wrong on that, but that's just what I remember hearing about what they were planning to do with this anime back when this was all starting up.
All right. Well, I did do a bunch of gifted subs. I'm going to give like five more on the ramblings of Biggles, which is my new show on Friday, where I talk about a whole bunch of random shit. And then last week we ended early because all the bookmarks I had didn't show up, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And there was one about like raising canes. Was like he failed his business class because his business teacher didn't like it. It's now worth like $200 million. Like, suck it, business teacher. Because most business instructors don't actually know how to run a business, but because we have this, well, you know what? I am going to do this one instead. Because who doesn't love Megamine? You know who else most people love except for the Beast? Freerin. So let's go to Freerin.
Yes, my number one elf waifu, Frieren.
Yes. Ugh.
Honestly, I'm curious to see if they're gonna like. I'm really hoping that this isn't just like they're gonna stop doing Frieren here. I feel like it's too popular for them to just call it at season two.
Mhm.
Um, but I'm also kind of sitting here like, how are they gonna go about this? Because you're kind of ending in a weird spot to where you're getting close to the Golden Lands,
Mhm.
which would basically be like the first class mage exams from season one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be a long arc like that.
And is that like where the manga took hiatus?
No, well, actually, there's some interesting stuff happening with the manga right now, particularly because Shogakukan has gotten themselves into a lot of trouble.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'll get into that a little bit after we go through Freerin and talk a little bit about the potential of or the potential problems with the manga being published going forward.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see how they're going to do it because you do still have a couple of like random things that go on between Divine Revolt, and Golden Land. Divine Revolt being what we're working with right now, or what they're doing right now. Um, but
Still listening. I'm just trying to get the dog out because now he's trying to leave.
um, yeah, I'm looking forward to
Go ahead. You're looking forward to.
sorry, I completely blanked on what I was going to say there. Like completely lost my train of thought.
Welcome to
Um,
my entire life.
yeah, no kidding. Um, no, but like the structure, the way they're going about this kind of confuses me. But at least there's the potential to see them do um more and not like completely fuck over their employees, burn themselves out, and have a second madhouse disaster. Um, I enjoyed this latest episode. I like that we're really getting into the big part of it. The whole Stark and Genau thing going on here is going to be very interesting. And I think I said this on Saturday when I was doing my stream, but this latest episode has given me a couple more points to emphasize the things that I'm talking about in my big Freerun video that I'm working on right now.
So, what do members get on my channel? So, basically, because my memberships are so cheap, uh, you get earlier access to my videos. Um, and sometimes, if I have time, I do like random member only streams where I'm working on like videos and you get to watch me work on my stuff and talk to me while I do it. We did it for my Leon video. Um, so that's basically it. Um, and he's saying Urin is basically Kirito. So so that just means they both suck. Um, yeah, so you get some earlier videos.
But yeah, how have you been feeling about these last couple episodes of Freerun?
So I remember saying last week the first class mage propter guy, I think he's kind of like emotionless, but in this episode he does like when you were saying you don't think he's really emotionless, you just think he's like more numb to it because he's from the northern lands, right?
Battle hardened, yes.
Yeah, yeah. And you get a little bit more into that. He's like, there's uh how much I gotta pay for you to both I don't know, how much do you want to pay me to do that? Because I said some nice things about it earlier, as
Yeah,
it had two good
you missed
episodes.
out. You missed out on me talking about how I don't think it's the worst thing in its category by far, but I also don't think it's the best. It's just the way that this formula plays out. I almost never feel like it lives up to the kind of potential that it has.
And that fucking anime is so fucking scatterbrained too, so it goes more on tangents than fucking Backwater Dungeon did.
Mhm. I mostly just have the negative reactions to you glazing it in the Discord all the time because it's just like, all right, he's talking about Jack of all trades again.
Like
Like he was this way with T-bait and everything. He picks with Midaka Kuroiwa is impervious to my charms. I'm just like, yeah,
all right.
we're
Well,
just not going to see eye to eye on this one.
so like so back to free rent.
Yeah.
So we find out that like he doesn't think nice people will live long because they're always constantly helping people. That's how we find out how his partner died because he saved a child. Shout out to his partner, like true sacrifice right there. Good job, man. Um uh Everyone I know except my online friends hate Free Rin season 2. I don't get it. Maybe your friends are retarded. Uh just coming out and saying it. Maybe your friends are fucking retarded. Gotcha, Crimson. Fair agree to disagree. No, like
Mhm.
Arceus, it's not that good. It had it had 2 good episodes, okay? But but you get some of the fight, you get to see, like, Stark going back to be the frontliner, and he's like, "Listen, I'm good at close combat, you don't have to do this for me." So I wanna see how that fight goes off, and I'm pretty sure Fern is about to, like, nuke this motherfucker, and I wanna watch Fern nuke this motherfucker. Um, and then I also want to see so, like, this set me up to where I'm like, "Oh, man, I need to see them fucking fuck these motherfuckers up," like
Mhm.
so I'm, like, excited for next week, because I was like, "Man, why do you gotta stop it right there? You piece of shit, you teased me." It's like it's like when a girl gives you, like, a strip tease and she stops, and you're like, "What? No, finish, please, please." And she's like, "Mm." You're like, "Fucking
Yeah.
whore."
Anyway,
That's what Frieren
insofar
was.
as the manga for Frieren goes right now, there are two big things that have happened to it. The first being it went on a indefinite hiatus for the author's health. Now, this happened a couple months ago. They haven't been making a lot of new chapters. I think it's up to volume 14 now, and I still need
Mhm.
to get a couple. Um. Anyway, I'll talk a little bit more on that point too as well after I get to this. But allegedly, the creator of Frieren has pulled their series from the publishing company.
And why is that?
There's a big so Frieren is published by Shogakukan, and they were found twice now, once by their own admission, to have hired on people who were in trouble with the law for doing things with underage girls
Uh-oh.
under alternate pen names. So basically, the latest one is a guy was basically a teacher, and he was in this weird relationship with one of his 15-year-old students. Made her do a bunch of scat stuff with him. Kind of fucking gross, but he got in trouble with the law, a bunch of litigation, and then people found out that instead of like axing the guy, Shogakukan just had him take up a pen name and start writing a different manga while
Damn.
he's on trial for all of this.
Damn.
Um, and when they got heat for that, they then came out and said, "Yeah, we did this once before." Except for the other guy who was actually convicted and served time.
Damn.
So a lot of people got really upset with it. There has been a bunch of controversy. Some people thought that the creator of Mushoku Tensei was making comments about this when he was talking about like you shouldn't meet the authors to the series you like, basically a don't meet your heroes kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
Um, so there was a lot of flack about that. And then amid all of this, there is a list of creators who have allegedly decided to stop publishing their series with Shogakukan, among them being the creator of Frieren and the creator of another series that I do really like, Cosmos.
So now they have to find a new publishing studio, but, Freeren's also in trouble with their or the writer is also in trouble with her health, their health?
I'm not sure whether it's a man or a woman.
Uh,
I would have to double.
because
I usually don't keep up with it unless it's super. Yeah, never meet
oh,
Chris.
look how gay he is. Man, we would have got to meet, like, next week, but I had to cancel my MegaCon thing. Arceus would have met me and would have been like, "Man, he's just even more batshit crazy in real life than he is online."
Y'all don't want to meet me in real life because in real life I don't talk much.
That's fine. I don't need you to talk. I'll just have one of those
Um,
rubber mallets and just constantly hit you on the head going boink, boink, boink.
it better be a squeaky mallet so it goes every time you
Uh,
hit me.
dude, I'll
But
get the squeaky mouse.
okay, I don't keep up with that. I generally don't care whether it's um
Male or
a man
female?
or a woman writing a series occasionally becomes relevant for like culture war bullshit that happens. But yeah,
I only
to
care if it's
Marcel's
a
point about season two not feeling as good as season one. Honestly, I will give that to a lot of people because this one kind of falls into one of those lulls. So Freerin is like most series that has this that sort of like rising and falling of like the actual like intensity of the story. The thing that like I
like
guess
Demon
waning
Slayer.
interest as it gets into like a trough in there, as it covers more of the mundane stuff. I don't think that's bad. I'm not trying to say that this is like the less interesting part, but it's going to be a lot less eye catching
Mhm.
and uh um a lot less I guess attractive to people because it's going to cover smaller things. It's going to be more focused on like reinforcing like character work, like their personalities, the whole story of it, themes and all of this. Um with Freerin season 1, you've got two of those high points. Once when you get to the Aura of the Guillotine stuff,
Mhm.
and then as you get on into um the first class mages exam.
Mhm.
Like you get some of those high points in there, and now this season kind of takes place between the mages exam and the golden land, so it's kind of one of those more relaxed parts of the series where not a lot of serious things are happening. They aren't as big or world shaking as other parts, and I'm probably guessing that a lot of the excitement that people felt like they should have for the series um uh will return as we get into again one of those bigger arcs.
Mhm. Well, I still enjoyed the said bad episode, and this episode, you get to if you ever want to pat Freeren's head, just give her a grimoire.
Oh yeah, the whole Freeran tug of war thing, but between Method and Fern was honestly, I laughed a little too hard at that one. Like that got me. It's just like,
Fern
"Hey,
got jealous.
can I pat your head? No, I'm the older one here. I have a grimoire that prevents eggshells from getting in the eggs as you crack them. Go ahead, pet away.
She's like,
Can
"Can I
I?
hug you? You can do
Sure."
whatever you want."
And Fern getting like jealous or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of like small little humorous moments in there that I think work really well for the way that the series does storytelling and everything.
Mhm.
That and it probably would not work as well for other shows.
Uh, you finally finish. Welcome to the club of dropping the villains. What?
I dropped Villainess Adored by the Prince of Another Nation.
You mean Stalker Prince?
Yeah, I made the whole joke of like my only note under it was Jesus Christ, I need to drop this.
I am still suffering it because it's a villainous show, and I want to finish it so I could be like, "This is even worse." Like now that I'm watching it more, and I'm getting closer to the end, this is even worse than the one that I rated as the lowest one that I had. Uh,
It's so bad. It's
okay.
so dumb.
So this is one of the things where it's like,
We should probably transition away from free run and go over to that
oh
really
yeah,
quick.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
so
yeah,
good
yeah, yeah,
here.
yeah. Okay. That would be mean for me to say that about Freerin while I'm talking about this.
Yeah.
All right, so drop that one as well this week. I dropped a lot of shows this week. Listen, okay. This is one of those where if he's hot, he can get away with anything, you know? So we got an episode, right? We got the first episode where we find out that he's just kind of been watching her and he's like fallen in love with her from afar, which, okay, that's fine. But then they did like an episode three, and episode three, half of the episode is like him stalking her. So he's like a stalker. He's obsessive. He's like sometimes it gets really creepy. You find out this week that he's manipulative because he'll like manipulate her by like being really nice, so she'll tell him stuff. He gets he's like possessive, where he'll even fight like females, where he was like yelling at the female fairy god of the sky or whatever, or not god, of fucking fairy king of the sky, even though Claire is a girl, right? So it's like stay away from her, like dude, this is the god that, or this is the fairy that blesses you. Like, why are you being like? So he's like obsessive, possessive, stalker, manipulative. He's like this giant piece of shit, but because he's hot and he loves her, it's okay. And I fucking despise it that I want to finish this so I can put it at the very bottom of the villainous and put the one that I was too hard on it. Okay, I must have been too hard on it because it is so much better than this. But
Do
it's
we need to do like you need to do like a villainess tier list or something at some
do
point.
we well, I have the villainous takeover, right? Villainous takeover list where this is kind of like where I'm keeping my villainous. And this is not the worst one because I've watched like more villainous ones now and they're lower than this. Um I'm sure if I watch the dub, I would like this one, or not. If I watch the sub, I would like this one a little bit better. But Ray Taylor's personality kind of reminds me of the prince in this, but he or she's a lot more bearable, and she like respects boundaries a little bit more, you know. Um,
Yeah. In insofar as my problems with the villainess is adored by the prince of another nation. I'm like pretty much at the point where like I don't know why I continued watching this past the part where I started having problems with it.
was that episode 3?
At 3 or 4, yeah.
Yeah,
Um, one of the big issues is that it really starts like blitzing through a bunch of stuff around that point to like transition into this other kingdom and focus more on that. Like they could have made like an entire season just out of like the ending of the original game there.
yeah. Well,
There was enough potential there to get at least at the very least a couple more episodes out of it than what we got. But instead, they decided to cram everything in there and just move on because we need them to constantly Aquasteed Sama
yeah, like
Tiara Rose, Tiara
so
Rose,
so so so
Aquasteed Sama.
so oh my god. Okay. So Roll Over and Die was doing that a lot in this one, like in the last couple of episodes. Flum, milk it, flum, milk it. And they just kept saying it over and over again. And
Hold
it
on,
made
hold
me
on.
think of
The
this.
characters' names are Flum and Milkit.
Yeah, milk kit. Yeah, milk it, I think. Milk it.
I thought the names for this one were fucking ridiculous. Holy shit!
Yeah, man, like
But yeah, it does itself no favors. Like the fairy designs and all the bullshit and stuff. It is super like I don't know third rate Otome game bullshit.
dude, this don't insult Otome games compared to this, okay?
I said third rate Otome game
No,
bullshit.
don't even rate the third rate ones, okay?
You're a
This is
third rate villainous for a fourth rate Otome game.
dude, this is like a 10th rate Otome game, okay? This is the lowest Otome game you could have. Like, oh my god. And it's like the villainous sucks. Like give me a fun villainous. Don't give me this shit. It's fucking dull as a board, and then you have her stalker lover. Like, help me, he was talking to another girl. Blah blah
Well,
blah.
even the like heroine character that we get in the first part, she's just fucking retarded.
She's batshit crazy.
She's not just crazy, she's fucking retarded.
She's a retarded, batshit crazy person.
Like she is the most impulsive dumbass. It's ridiculous.
And she
It's
just like
insane.
anytime she shows up, she ruins something. What the fuck is going on? Hold on.
Someone walked through your background a little earlier.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to turn off my camera for a bit.
Yes.
Here, here it is. Okay. Okay. So,
Arceus, I don't want to hear that from a teammate Glazer, okay? You take your Timu Tensei loving ass and get out of here.
yeah, she's retarded, but y'all are retarded for getting this far when I clocked out week 1.
I don't know.
Motherfucker.
I'm still I'm still sitting here, um, like wondering like why the fuck like I was sitting here like maybe it'll get better. Maybe we'll see something more interesting. No, it just continued to spiral into the fucking toilet like a flushed turd.
The funny thing is, like, he's like, I dropped it in week 1. Week 1 was like the most uh
Week 1 and 2 was the best part of this series.
week 1 was basically the most generic villainous story until the very end. And then week 2 happened and you get a little bit of going on, and then you get to watch like Hark Knights get smacked in the face, so that's pretty cool. But then episode 3 happens, and when it's supposed to be like the interaction between Hark the princes, right? It goes into like a 15-minute side story about him being a stalker. And you're like, what is going on? This is fucking awful.
Pretty much. Yeah, Dark Moon, it took me like one episode to realize that that was some fucking bullshit and dip out of there. T-Bait is as peak as the gay vampires. Fight, 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 fight.
Uh T-Bait is peak as the gay vampires. Dude, does Marcel like the gay vampires?
No, I think we're all making fun of Muffler Tape and his love of Dark Moon for whatever reason.
Well, I would say they're the same level of gayness. Um, dude, that vampire, like, okay, are they gay in that vampire show? Because
I don't
I
know. I didn't watch it. I watched
I
one episode and I was like, "Oh,
Chat, are they gay?
this is just some fucking Twilight bullshit."
Dude,
And
I
I dipped. I dipped hard.
I
Like
watched that first
it was
episode.
the most obvious fucking plot of all time. I'm sitting here like, "Oh, you have vampires. Everyone's scared of going out at night because of the vampires, but we have this special school that only opens at night." Oh no, there are vampires at this school. Who could have thought?
Well, also all the vampire dudes behave and talk like women. And I was like, what the fuck is this show? And then they're all like, oh, there's a girl here. I'm in love with her. And I was like, dude, I gotta get
It's
the
a
fuck out of
reversed
this.
harem of like 20 dudes and there's time travel.
And they're like, oh, there's time
Oh
travel in it too. That's even
no.
worse.
No.
Oh my god, that's fucking
Muffler, what
insane.
the fuck were you pushing?
Is this well? I bet he was pushing that gay shit. You know, it's muffler tape.
He was pushing his homie shit in. That's what he was
Uh,
doing.
yeah. Okay, let's see. T-bait is villainous level of bad. Okay. I want my time back from that show. It's a reverse harem of like 20 dude. Arceus, are you still watching it? Arceus is probably like, I watch it with one hand,
No,
dude.
he said he dropped it. He dropped
Oh,
Dark
where?
Moon this week. Or
Oh
earlier.
yeah, earlier. Okay. Well, he was probably like one handing it until this week's episode, and then he was like, man, can't do this anymore. All right, let's uh I want I, so because this was a villainous, I think like the first week I put it at 10, right? And then you see it like go down more and more and more and more and more. And I'm just going to finish it just so I could be like, guys, you wouldn't believe what happened.
The worst
The
part is
stalker
like,
turns out to be a stalker.
yeah. The worst part of I think of it is like it squandered whatever potential it had to be a good anime very early on.
Yeah, and I'm always still watching it because it's a villainous. And I kept watching the Dark History one, and Dark History just got better and better and better. So I'll give it that. This one,
Yeah, well,
it's
Dark
just
History was an utter shit show in the first couple of
yeah,
episodes.
yeah.
So
This one peaked at episode 1, and then and
I
now
would
it's like a
say
1.
like two was actually the one where it had its best episode.
2?
Hmm.
Maybe. I like the really generic thing where it had one twist. It's like I knew everything that was going to happen in the first episode, so peak, except for the very end. All right. Holy Grail of Eris.
I actually thought these last two episodes were good payoff for everything that has happened so far.
Yeah, we got to find out who's behind her murder, why the murder happened, what's the Holy Grail of Eris, what's going on right now to stop it. Uh, Scarlet got to talk to her father through Great.
Hmm.
No, Con.
Again,
No, wait, what's her name?
Constance, Connie.
Constance. Yeah, yeah.
There are a lot of things that go on with this one. Not to like cut the recap short and everything, but one of the big things that I really liked was just basically the father sitting there, like reckoning with his decision to use his own daughter to basically as a political pawn.
And also
And
save the
now that was like dude's a piece of just a dickhead for that. But at the same time, it's like I can understand the decision, even if I don't think I would have made that same decision myself. You're basically weighing your entire nation against the life of your own flesh and blood. Like,
Mhm.
what are you supposed to do in that? I thought that was some really good stuff there. Otherwise, it still does have the problem um with just like trying to like really like get all of the plot points out there and do stuff rather
Mhm.
than necessarily like taking its time and rolling more slowly into some of these and developing some of these points a little bit better.
Mhm.
Um but these last two episodes I have enjoyed quite a bit more. I thought we got a good bit of payoff out of them with what we learned about like everything that was happening behind the scenes and why Scarlett's execution was absolutely necessary. Um Basically turns it into an unfortunate turn of events that was basically it was the only move left.
Mhm.
Um,
It's a play of last resorts. There's a oh man, I don't remember the saying anymore. But there's a saying that's like where it's a play of last resort. It's basically I think it's a chess thing. I think it's a chess saying. And it's like you do it in like a chess match if it's like very close to like ending and you still have the pieces. And I can't remember the actual saying anymore, but
yeah, I mean, Scarlet just ends up being the sacrificial pawn in all this, the person who has to basically die to screw everything over. Um, the one thing I will say though is the only place where this isn't better than what do you call it? The other villainess this season, villainess is a
Stalker
boy.
Prince,
Yeah, the only place where this isn't better than Stalker Prince is in the intro. I actually think Stalker Prince has the better intro of the two.
you know what? I haven't listened to a single intro this season. I did listen to actually I listened to Childhood Friend because you guys were like saying how great it was, and I get just got annoyed by it.
I like that one, man. Fuck you.
Yeah, it's fine. I just find it annoying, so it's like, eh. But I did listen to it because you guys. So I'll listen to some of the intros this season.
It,
Um,
yeah. That would literally be the only thing in here. Otherwise, like the adventurer with the suspiciously sword-shaped bundle on her back is now a part of the crew, so I
the
guess there's
Resistance.
Les Resistance.
Why would it be stuck? Oh, because you just listen to it all the time.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't like that. that intro. It annoys me. Okay, let's listen to a whole playlist of all OPs and endings this season. Not one banger for me. A couple all right songs, but nothing really good. You know what? Roll Over and Die has like it almost sounds like a metal intro, but I haven't finished like other than the first like 5 seconds of it. So I'm like, I wonder if that's good. All right, so Wash It All Away. We find out that her friend, uh, that she well, she
Be
has 2 friends.
the doggo episode. I
Yeah,
want to pet the doggo.
uh,
I was about to say, if you didn't find a single banger in the
Tojima's still
openings,
airing. Right?
yeah, it is. If you didn't find a single banger in the openings and endings for this season, well, I guess that's just a you problem because I thought there were a couple in here that were really, really good.
I haven't listened to any of them. Yeah, but it's on right now. I watched an episode this week.
Of
Um,
course, when it comes to music, that's all going to be entirely subjective. So, like, I can't say that like a song is good.
well,
I always like it's hard for me to like sit there and be objective about something being good. But there, because when it comes to it, like you can make the most perfect song ever. There will be people out there who just don't like it because it's not up their alley.
yes.
Music is mostly subjective in this case. It's like the beauty is in the eye of the beholder kind of shit.
Scum of the Brave OP is so good. I still haven't listened to it. Okay, Wash It All Away. So in the beginning of the like in the early part of the season, you think like this bike girl is not only like her like customer, but like also a friend because they go out drinking later on. Um, and this week we find out that she is the teacher of our favorite grade schooler, Niho, right?
Nairo.
Nairo, our favorite uh elementary school kid, Nairo, who is just super fun. And then the girl that she helped that works for like the government for in the tourist department, she goes hangs out and they go see doggies. And they kind of look like now I can't tell breeds in anime, but they kind of look like English Goldens, which is like my white golden inside and they're just as friendly. They do the same shit that they do. You know, they'll steal the water and fucking spray you with the hose. And dude, I was so happy when I saw the doggies in this
Yeah,
episode.
I saw them, and I was telling Biggles before we got in here, like we got to the scene where they're going over to her house, and the dogs come barreling through and tackle her, and I was immediately like, "This feels like a Biggles moment." Like
Yeah, this
he's shared some photos of his dogs like dog piling on the bed and stuff like that.
yeah. Oh, so dude, now when I get home, they run directly to my room, right? I open my door, they run and jump and lay down on my bed before I even get in the room. So it's like, oh look, here's them like all here. Let me make myself bigger here. Uh
Mhm.
they just like
They
they're
all
just like,
pile on.
I demand bed. This is mine. And you're like, here's like more of them.
Yeah, well, my dog can't climb a ladder, so he can't get into my bed.
Lucky bastard. Here's all three of them. And Ace of the Diamonds on in the background. um but yeah, I was so happy to see the dogs, and then, like, they remind me so much of my doggies and how they, like, behave when I'm around, and how they're, like I have to wash my sheets, like, every week because my dogs. Like, they're gross, and they were supposed to go get a grooming this week, but I thought it was supposed to be, like, today, and, they still smell like dogs. It's But, like, this whole episode reminded me of that, and then we find out, like, about the types of, stains there are, and she uses rice to, like, get the
Mhm.
stain out. and it's just I love this show. This is so good. Ace of the Diamond season 2 next season. Let's go. I don't understand. Well, it's Ace of the Diamond 2 season 2. It's season 4 overall. The first 2 seasons were first year, and then this is season 2 of second year. So there's 2 separate mangas. There's Ace of the Diamond 1 where it's the first year, and there's Ace of the Diamond 2 where it's the second year. And I don't know if there's an Ace of the Diamond 3 that starts his third year. I don't know where season or the 2 is. But yes, it's season 2, but it's season 4, if that makes sense. Because they're all showing as like one anime. They just add the 2 at the intros. Uh sadly, no Keenly's boobies this week. You know what? When she got sprayed and she was wearing white, I thought it would like be
I
wet,
thought they
and
were
it
gonna
did,
give us some see-through stuff there.
and they did nothing. I was like, how
Mhm.
dare you?
I was disappointed. But no, I mean, this series is again one of those feel-good shows where, like, I don't necessarily always have, like, a ton of commentary,
Mhm.
to make about it because, like, what am I supposed to do? Sit here and comment about how she cleans stains every episode or goes to the
Dude,
bath every
are
episode?
are you going to are you going to be like, well, she's not cleaning this stain, right? You know, you need to do that, like because of okay, so
I will say the most relatable moment in this latest episode though was like she talks about like noticing how dirty the couch cover is because it's
uh-huh.
her job. I'm like, yeah, that is a super relatable moment because I do so much different work for like building houses, remodeling bathrooms, all that kind of stuff. If I ever go to other people's houses, I'm always judging the work that's been done on. Like I'm looking, I'm like noticing everything that's been done wrong, everything that's been done right. So I will silently judge all of your trim work and your paint jobs and whatever tile you do.
Oh, well, I'm going to have to show you the house when it's completely finished. Because right now my cabinets aren't in, and they were supposed to be in. But yeah, so I'll have to show you what my house looks like when I move into it, and you can judge it. But it looks really good, so I'm happy with that. So apparently they're cutting content, especially fan
Mhm.
service, and I don't know who Andrazi is, so they can be
A
pissed.
buddy of ours who um I don't know I guess is he has interesting opinions sometimes. We once got into an argument over whether a certain piece of artwork about Fern from Freerin was fat or not.
If Fern was fat or not in the wow.
In a piece of fan art, yes.
Yeah.
She
Well,
wasn't.
I
Um,
believe it.
but yeah, I mean, as far as this goes, like there are always a bunch of like small things that I can point out, like the whole thing of like relating to like the I'm a professional at this, and I notice all the things that people are doing in this area,
Mhm.
or just like wanting to pet the dogs and all that, having a good time with it. But at the end of the day, it really is just kind of a feel good series with not a ton of like really important things going on.
It's just nice. Oh, you wanna know what's funny? What if so because I watched the show and it gives random tips about, like, stains and shit, I was like, "Oh, this is one where I have to like, I fucking drop shit on my pants." And I was like, "Oh, this one according to the show, I gotta plot this one, not wipe it." So I did that and I got the stain out and I was like, "Yeah, let's go." So,
It'll
thank you
actually
for the
give you
name.
good stain removal tips, yeah, but,
Yeah, I used it. But, yeah, I love this show. I can't say anything bad about it. It makes me happy. This is my feel good show. Alright,
chocolate.
Tojima wants to be a common writer, also known as batshit crazy anime.
Rider!
punch, dude. The three-way where they like fucking hit each
They
other.
knock each other out in this episode.
This
Yeah.
fucking show is retarded.
This one is always fun to watch. Like it's just like it's great.
I
It's genuinely just a blast to watch all this stupid shit go down.
I
And now that
feel
they're kind of moving into Endgame, I'm really confused because they're basically kicking off the final arc with 2 episodes left.
damn. I didn't even realize that. But it looks like Batman and Spider might fight because he's like, you don't understand, and then he like threatened the fat idol bitch. So who knows? Spider-Man might be like, all right, Batman, which is hilarious to say because these aren't Marvel characters.
Batman and Spider-Man,
Or
yeah.
and DC, you know. But like it will be funny to see. But now they're like, all right, let's go kick these bitches ass. But I thought when Futaba was like, food's on me, I thought she was going to help fight Shocker. It's like, oh man.
I thought she was, yeah. It did kind of give that. I got that impression too. And I was like, nah, you know what? It makes sense. She wouldn't want to fuck around with them.
Yeah. Well, she could have just fought the non-monsters, you know? Um, but now we got the Yakuza guy was like, man, I found my friends, and they're like, we're Shocker now. Now we must kill you. So now he's going to have to beat up his friends, and that sucks. Um, just glad Tackle is back. Let's go.
Mhm.
What did Arceus think? Oh, that Futaba was going to join. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
It was
But
very opportunely timed for her to have her entrance into that scene.
yeah. Uh but I can't wait. They've had their training arc. I wonder if like Raiko Thunder or what's her name?
Thunder Raiko.
Thunder Raiko comes in when the boys are beating up him and saves him. How funny would that be? Like because she's going to be there, you know.
No, I feel like he is gonna be just, solo fighting while everyone else runs off. Um uh but like things have already kind of started to go sideways, and considering they all have like telepathic communication,
Mhm.
the whole thing's a bust pretty much at this point.
Yeah. That's going to suck. But it's going to be funny to watch them all fight. What did he just train our enemies and help her out, right?
Wait, did we just train our enemy?
Uh,
Like they didn't
yeah.
even care. They're just like, all right, new workout, buddy. Let's go.
But yeah, no, I get that. I used to be like a gym rat, basically. Be like, oh man, you do that? Yeah, come work out with me. I need a spotter today. Like, I would make friends at the gym and just fucking like feel work out. Be like, oh, you're going to be here tomorrow? Yeah, okay, cool. See you there. And just like, so I get wanting to have someone to work out with, you know. But oh man, I I want I felt so bad when like I knew they were going to be shocker combatants, you know, because like the girls were like eating them basically.
Mhm.
Um
I figured they were going to turn into combatants and that they were going to show up in this
didn't
scenario.
yeah. Well, hopefully he can beat the sense into them because you know they should be able to break the mind control because they were in love with him too. You could tell. So fuck.
Yes, but they're in love with the idols more.
Yeah, fucking idols. Fucking combat girls. You know what?
Again, that's another thing that I guess is just like culturally beyond me,
Is
is
the
the
idol
obsession
worship.
with,
Yeah.
well, not just idol worship, but like celebrity obsessions, or like having a crush on like Jennifer Lawrence or whatever. I'm like, and people get so obsessed over like or even just like internet girls, like like Pokimane and shit, where
Mhm.
people get so obsessed that they get fucking depressed or aggressive when they find out that their favorite female online figure, who they had no chance with whatsoever, has a boyfriend.
Yeah.
The
Well, it's like
parasocial element of that is insane to me. I can't wrap my head around it.
mhm. Yeah, I don't get it either. Like I understand, like me when I was younger, having a crush on Alicia Silverstone because I was like 10 and she was hot, you know? So like, and then all the things that she did in that in Clueless to like draw attention to herself because she was trying to sleep with the gay man. uh, but just look at Combat Girls. I know who they really are, and I'm still in love. That's because they have giant boobies. Uh,
Big old titties.
yeah, that can like change anything, you know. But like as I grew up, it's like I don't really have anyone like that that I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta make sure I watch everything with them, you know, unless you count uh unless you count villainous shows, you know. uh, all right, sentence to be a hero. How cool was it when like Terroritza just shows up randomly and you see like her flames or whatever, and then he's like, "Well, you guys are going to die now," and he just,
I didn't think it was cool. I thought it was hilarious.
I
Like
loved
she
it.
shows up and he just audibly is just like, oh fuck.
Well,
He's
you're
like,
all
well,
dead
now
now.
you guys better surrender now, or you're all about to die.
I love that part. I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
It was a good moment. I'll give it that. Like it was fucking funny,
The
but
aura.
it was certainly really fucked up at the end of that last episode, like
Oh yeah, where
with
he,
Spriggan and everything.
yeah,
I didn't see that coming. I thought it was Boojum. I think the other guy's name was. I thought he was going to be the demon lord, but no, no, they decided to go with someone else, and I didn't see that coming at all.
yeah, that was
Um,
crazy.
I will say that I liked a couple of the lore drops that we got out of like Dota's backstory and everything,
Hmm.
and how they've like slowly like built the case of everything that's going on. And now I think we're moving into um I feel like Kivia is about to get herself into a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
I feel like we're looking at Kivia discovering too much and then becoming a hero herself.
yep, I think so too.
Because they mentioned a name and she seemed really concerned but didn't get any of the answers, so I feel like she's about to go looking herself, only to find out that you're not supposed to know that. Congratulations, you've been sentenced to be a hero because you know what's going on.
Set up and blame to be a hero, right there. Oh,
Mhm.
can you not? Okay, hold on. Let me sentence and blamed to be a hero, innocent. Uh, n- didn't commit like was sentenced to be a hero, but not because of the crime he committed, but because he was right about the demons being in the thing, right?
Well, no, because they were worried that he would be able to convince people of certain
Well,
things.
well, we know there are people in the
They
thing.
feared his charisma, basically. Not necessarily that he was telling those stories. They feared his ability to convince people that they were true.
Mhm. Well, we do know they are true because we've been watching
At
the
this
show.
point, yeah, because of Dota's backstory.
Yeah, and then we learned about Dota and the prince and how he was trying to help the prince. And they're like, "You kidnapped the prince," and he was like, "What? No, he didn't. Uh, clearly, he's not the prince. You can tell." And then Teritza got her head pat, and she was excited. The golden retriever. I just
Teorita, the golden retriever girl. Um,
the golden
Jace
retriever
has
goddess.
been interesting. He's definitely a fucking furry.
Yeah, I think he wants to like do all
Sorry,
the
no, that he's a zoophile. He's a zoophile.
he wants to do all the animals. Um, he's like, "Oh, you pretty horsey." Like,
At first, I thought he was just a lizard fucker. No, he's full on zoophile.
wait till you get his backstory. It's like, he. his crime was bestiality. Like, and now
Well,
he's
we
such
already
a
know that his
purveyor.
crime was starting a revolution to set the dragons free.
Oh yeah, but his other crime, his real crime.
But yeah, I mean, I've really liked the way that the show has shaped up over time. At first, it did give off the impression that it was going to largely be reliant on action and minimal storytelling and maybe some good character interactions. But as we've gotten deeper into it, I feel like we've gotten pretty good stuff.
Mhm.
I like what they've done with a lot of the characters. We have a very interesting cast. The story's shaping up nicely. So who knows?
Now, I know you haven't seen Scum of the Brave this week, so I'll make it really quick.
I don't
Basic
care if you spoil it or anything. Just go for
Okay,
it.
I'll still make it really quick. So basically, they go into the musician's base, because he's dead. They find his magic cards, and they basically nerd out about who's going to get who, and they're like, we'll play each other for it, right?" And then they get like an invitation to one of the Dark Lord's things, and he's like, "All right, I'll let Sarah know." And she's like, "You have Sarah's contact information?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then Lino, Eno is like, "I want your contact information too." And he's like, "Okay." And then Aki goes, "I want your contact information too." And he's like, "What? Why?" Like, come on, master. Fucking, like, he's like, "No." And then like Sarah's in charge of like getting all the dresses, right? Or like not the dresses, but like the outfits for it. And uh Reaper is like, these are like good things, like handicaps for you, so you can do it. Thanks, Swigs, you homo. All right, so
I was about to say your gay lover has showed up.
I know that fucking guy never goes away. I try to get rid of him. He's like herpes, he just keeps coming back. Um so Aki's in like a red dress, and she's like, "Why'd you choose this for me?" And they just tell him that Reaper picked it, and she's like, "I love it," right? And then no, you. Uh um and then they're like, literally, this is for their training, so they have to learn to get around in like certain situations. And you're just awful, so you need you need the least amount of restrictions possible, otherwise you're gonna fuck up. Uh Whatever you say. Okay. But yeah, it was a good episode. Vigilantes, Captain Celebrities Bash. Uh I love how the grasshopper dudes are like, Koichi, you're useless. It's like, just like, yeah, you're pretty useless. You just gotta deal with it. Then there's the crab and Aizawa like working together, and Koichi's like, they were on a date. Like fucking because he's retarded. What else happened? Captain
Um,
Celebrity calls his wife and gets in trouble because
oh yes, the picture.
yeah, fucking
Yes,
hilarious.
he ruins all the goodwill he'd built up with his wife.
Poor Captain Celebrity. Uh, but
Um, I enjoyed mostly just the comedy duo that they were trying to do to like make Aizawa laugh,
mhm.
and he's just sitting there like, "What the hell are you two up to?"
And Fat Gum's like, he's like the super straight man, and she's like, my joke only works if I'm the straight man, and he's like, that's not a punchline, like that's a side joke. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, I
Yeah.
like it.
This episode was mostly just like getting into like kicking off this final battle here.
Mhm.
I'm curious if in the midst of all of this, Hobo Batman's gonna show up to beat the shit out of the speedster.
I hope so.
I really hope so too.
I hope so. Well,
What?
we also have like Ingenium there. We have Best Genius there. Like if
Mhm.
Best Genius is there, he can fuck them up.
Yeah,
So like,
surely everyone knows by now, since the whole venue is like tipping, that something's wrong. You literally have at least two heroes who could do something about flying enemies.
hmm
Best Genus and Ryoko.
hmm
Like
like
both, like you have a lady who transforms into a giant fucking dragon,
yeah,
and a guy who can like thread things.
yeah.
Oh, also you have Edge Shot. Edge Shot would be helpful here. Mirko is there. Like they literally.
They have so
Oh,
many top.
Snipe. They have Snipe.
There's so many good people here. Like at the time, like,
You
and you
could
know what? Best
you
Jeanist.
could literally fucking scramble like not even everyone there, just like 2/3 of them, and deal with this instantaneously.
No problem. And the thing is, like, what they could do if they have to, they could have like the dragon girl, Ryoko,
Like
right?
this attack plan makes no sense
Yeah, well,
whatsoever.
this guy's a fucking idiot. Uh,
Like I'm just saying, just from a writing standpoint, like you gather a bunch of pro heroes there, and unless you're just gonna have them sit around and play crowd control and not do anything, that's stupid. You have
mhm,
heroes there who can't fly or do anything in this situation. They can stay behind and protect the crowd. Meanwhile, you send out the people who have ranged abilities or can
mhm.
fly to deal with all of the monsters because Captain Celebrity has his hands full holding up the entire fucking building. This attack makes no sense whatsoever. And this guy should have known. He was following the publicity. He was prepping for this specifically. He should have known that this is what was going to happen. Or he should have known that there were going to be a bunch of heroes there.
Uh, so Genus can also help hold up the thing. Like if they can get
Mhm.
Genus to like a building next to it, he can probably hold up that whole building for them with his threads. So Captain Celebrity can go fight, you know?
Like, depending on how they do this next episode, because if they immediately start deploying heroes to help fight, fine, my complaints are abated. All right. It still
Mhm,
doesn't make sense that this guy would, go out of his way to attack a venue that was going to be loaded with pro heroes. Um, but like, I guess you could shrug it off as just he is, headstrong and he's doing his test of the no of the prototype Nomu.
mhm.
Um,
Only if only All Might shows up and just United States to smash this guy,
but like,
and then Hobo Batman just beats the shit out of him.
yeah, exactly. Like, they most definitely are the prototypes for the Nomu.
Yeah, they are.
Um, but like, it just it doesn't make very much sense to make this your attack point if you're trying to pin Captain Celebrity down. Why would you specifically attack when he has a bunch of backup to protect him?
Right.
And again, it's really going to come down to whether they decide to not scramble the backup.
Knuckle Duster was in the last episode handing
Mhm.
off information.
Ideally, what happens in this scenario is our psycho speedster is just off in the distance watching everything unfold. All of the heroes who can help with the situation go out and start fighting the Nomu. Meanwhile, Captain Celebrity holds up the building so that people don't get hurt.
Mhm.
Then you have Knuckle Duster come in and get the drop on the guy who has his power and just be like, "Hey, kid, time for you to have a punch out with Captain Hobo Batman over here. You ever wondered what a knuckle sandwich tastes like, kid?"
Like this. Boom. Just like
Mhm. Yeah, you have there are a lot of things like, depending on how they handle this in the next episode, it's really going to shape my opinion of the way they opinion of like basically this series from this point on because this
mhm.
is they are teetering on stupid ass writing just for the sake of stupid ass writing.
Yeah, well, we all wish there was more Hobo Batman RCs. We all do. Did I say hobo or homo? I said hobo, right?
I'm pretty sure you said hobo.
Okay. Okay. Let's go. Uh, Demon King daughter is too kind. Uh, I
I've
don't
seen
remember
both
what
episodes. I don't have many comments on them.
I don't know what happened in this last episode. I know last week was like the grandpa, and then this one I don't remember anything. Oh, the witches.
Wait, oh yeah,
The
the
witches.
overworked administrative witches
Yeah.
and the ridiculous potions. The only thing that I will say is Angry Dew was kind of funny.
Angry. Uh
They give her the potion to make her evil, and she just starts shouting like insults
oh
like
yeah, yeah,
Creepy
yeah.
Head.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. I know you don't watch this one. Uh but they made him a new arm, and she's like the guild elf is like, "I'm so sorry." And he's just like, "No, look, I'm fine," and just, like, grabs her boobs. And then she's like, "Well, if that, will
Based.
make you," she's like, "If that will make you feel better, then, go ahead." And he's just like, "Well, you're too flat to enjoy this." Like, and then she punches him in the face. But, yeah, I actually really like this one too. Um, you don't watch Easygoing Tower Defense. Uh, he's like with the little romance with his little girlfriend, and she has marionette magic, which apparently someone tried to assassinate like the rulers. And then he met the king, and the king was like, "Don't lie to me, boy." And then they fucking kill another dragon, and they're like, "Okay, I believe you." Like, um, there's a cute girl in the hero's party. So I tried confessing to her. I think this was the one with like the mermaid and right?
I don't watch this one anymore.
This one was like the mermaid, I think. Uh I hate Daily Grind, one of the worst animes IMO this season. Well, too bad. I
The
disagree with
only
you.
2 things on here that I would have any comments on would be Childhood Friend and Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh. Well, I've been watching Hell Mode. I like Hell Mode a lot. He like ran away from this giant monster for like 3 days, and he's like, I finally was able to give him the slip. Uh I like Cute Girl in the Heroes Party, but it's just okay. Yeah, it's just yeah. All right, rom-com. Haru is pure chaos. Uh, Runiko is
Mm.
like, stay away from me. I hate frogs.
I'm afraid of frogs. That honestly, this is probably one of my favorite episodes of this season of this anime. Like it was chaotic, it was funny, and it somehow manages to be completely oblivious of everything that it is making progress on.
Yeah, I think it was a good episode. Poor like, but like you also get at the
Particularly the
end.
joke about Runiko being terrified of Haru.
Yes, that was very funny. I enjoyed it. And the poor girl and her frogs. Yeah, well, uh, I don't know. Hell mode is actually entertaining. Uh, but like the problem with this is, uh, the problem with this is once again they had uh progress and then they ruined it, and I that's been my complaint like the whole this whole show, which is why it's down by the bottom.
And at this point, though, I think the only girl who hasn't kissed him is
Ruiko,
Runiko.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
because
she's the one who wants to
Akari
do
did it
dirty
first.
things with him.
Yes, Akari did it first, and then you had Haru. Now Shio. Uh, it just Runiko is the only one left who hasn't gotten her chance.
So I love reincarnated as a dragon hatchling, as you know, because the manga. I'm finally past where I was in the manga, where when I read it, the manga ran out of pages. Um, and there's this scene where she like this girl recognizes him, and she's like, "Roar, roar, 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 roar!" They're just roaring back and forth at each other, and I thought it was hilarious. I love that one.
Mm.
Um, Chain Soldier. we actually we so the thunder god was trying to worst episode this week, solid show for Dragon Hatchling.
Yeah. I remember him commenting about how he did not like Dragon Hatchling.
I thought you loved Chain Soldier. Didn't wasn't this guy glazing it before the season started?
He just doesn't like this episode.
Oh, that's what he was talking about. I thought he was talking about Dragon Hatchling.
No, that first comment I believe was Dragon Hatchling, and then the second one is a follow up.
Oh, so
That's about Chain Soldier.
Arceus got like a warning where it was like it said like SA happens in this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, this whole show is about SA. They have to reward him. Did you not remember the commander? Uh, like I like this week's episode, so I don't care what you have to say, right? But this whole show is like his reward system is basically SA because they're forced into doing the reward, and a lot of the times they seem uncomfortable. But this time, the Thunder Demon made it so he doesn't have access to move, and then as soon as he did, he calls out for the other commander, and I kind of hate what happens at the end. But like they actually had some fun fights in this one, and it wasn't all like SA, and it didn't. Well, the beginning was like a hentai, so do. Yeah, so this is basically everything that the show is. I'm sure Marcel has things to say about it too. Yeah, well, this show is basically a hentai. Jack of all trades, like we were talking about it earlier. It's at its best when it does the teaching. Jujutsu Kaisen. I'll let you talk about this show. I don't like it anymore.
I enjoyed the first 4 episodes. Didn't like 5 and 6, 7 and 8. I liked the Higuruma stuff that we got. Like I found that enjoyable. But this again is one of those series where I'm watching it one because a lot of my friends will watch it, and I will just have to. It's like one of the few shows that we have that is a mutual interest. Um, but I would not praise this as some like amazing thing, especially after the way that the latest installment of the manga ended. Like they did the whole Medulo thing. They finally wrapped that up, and now I kind of have even less interest in the series.
Yeah, I'm kind of over this show. I will finish this season, but I will not watch the next one.
Yuji basically just becomes good Sukuna.
Yay. Yeah, I'm like over this show. Um
I'm gonna watch it because I like the fights and the animation. That's literally the only reason I'm here. Like the story is like it's not horrendous. It's not necessarily something that I think is amazing or whatever.
mhm.
I'm not gonna sit here and make like dumbass comments about how watching Jujutsu Kaisen is like getting your dick sucked.
What?
Yeah, the don't think about it too much. Um,
This is nothing like that, okay? Like I
um,
the show sucks.
yeah. I'm literally just here to like see the rest of the series play out as an anime. I kind of know how everything's gonna go. I kind of know what I'm in for. Um, Crimson confirmed as Shonen Glazer. You should have heard me last night fighting a bunch of people over how One Punch or not One Punch, One Piece anime is not that great around Dressrosa because of the production, and I pissed
Mhm.
a lot of people off and had someone call me a TikTok retard.
Do you even go on TikTok?
Well, one, no.
Yeah.
Two, I don't know where you. I've considered making a TikTok recently just to do like random like manga reviews and stuff just on the fly, but
Sounds retarded. But yeah, Crimson, our TikTok retard, apparently.
yeah, apparently me of all people, the TikTok retard. But no, Jujutsu Kaisen, I completely understand um that like people like it, and I completely understand that people don't like it.
The score
Mhm.
feels right. And this thing is,
I still find um
what the fuck are these people doing? Banned. Jay Hailstorm, banned. Oh wait, never mind. That's a 90. For some reason I thought it said 98. Banned. Ban this person. There's no like downvote. The fuck people. Should downvote all 90s and above. Uh that post was so dumb. You're so dumb.
um yeah, as far as like JJK goes, like I'm here because I get some entertainment out of watching the fights, and I feel like it gets creative with the powers and stuff. But outside of that, I don't think that it's some like masterpiece of an anime or like manga. It's just another shonen to me.
Mhm.
Like
Well,
otherwise, it feels very vapid and empty.
on this comment, anyone who bases their stuff and takes inspiration from Game of Thrones, I hate that Game of Thrones became popular because it sucks. It's ass.
Yeah. So it's Jujutsu Kaisen. I would actually say that I enjoy what Jujutsu Kaisen does as far as character work goes, and action more than Solo Leveling. But Solo, well, I don't know. I would probably sooner watch JJK than Solo Leveling. I'll just leave it
I'd
at that.
I'd probably watch Solo Leveling over this.
Anyway, for to clear up the One Piece comments, I'm not trying to trash the series or anything. My comments last night were literally based entirely on the fact that like once you get to Dressrosa, you get to um
I
you
can't
get to
help
the
you on
point.
this.
Yeah, sorry. Once you get to Dressrosa, like 700 episodes in, you get to a point where the anime, because they had caught up to the manga, starts basically doing half episodes. So
Mhm.
10 minutes of every episode was just recapping. Not
Um,
just recapping stuff that was out of your mind, recapping stuff from the previous episode. So you would have basically the ability to skip every other episode and still keep up with everything that was going on, because it was like every other week you were getting a full episode of a new content.
mhm.
And at that point I was like, I don't want to sit through this. I'm taking a break from One Piece, and it's been a few years since.
Well, I don't blame you. Uh, so the daily life of a part-time torturer, I finally moved it down. All the jokes are getting repetitive. Um, it had some good episodes like in the middle there, but I'm probably just I don't know how many episodes are left. But it was super funny at first.
Muffler was complaining about how I
There
guess
was
one of the
women in
guys
an episode.
no, about how oh, what the fuck? One of the guys turned down getting a girlfriend just so he could torture people.
Yeah, that was I thought she was going to make a comeback in this episode because they're like, "We need your help at a host club." So they went into the host club and it's like, "Oh, this is where Sarah used to work." So Sarah tried to teach them how to be a host. So he's like, "All right, fine. Since you guys suck at like treating me while I'm dressed as a woman, I'm going to show you how to do it as a thing." And it was kind of funny. But like, yeah, I thought she was going to make a comeback in here because she used to go to that place all the time, and that's when they started dating. Um, and he's like, "Listen, you won't be number one, so I can't do this. It's not fair to you." So that's basically why he did that. And then we talked about Stalker Prince,
Yeah.
uh,
The
and
only good
how
thing about this anime is the intro.
Arceus thinks it's peak, because he said it was peak. He's like, "I watched one episode, knew it was peak, didn't have to watch anymore. I glazed over it for the rest of my life." Okay. Um, let's see. Did you watch what did you have to watch for your what's it called?
I posted it to the breakdown.
Yeah.
Summertime rendering.
Summer. He gave it a 7 out of 10.
An
Okay.
IGN 7.
Uh, I don't know. Giving it a 7 sounds way too much because its storytelling is dog shit. Its magic system is constantly ruined. They had 2 good episodes. Okay, giving it a 7 out of 10 is being way too nice. Maybe a 6 at best. Okay, so you said there was a you put it on in the breakdown channel.
Hmm. I thought I did anyway.
Let's see. Summertime rendering. Yeah, you did. It's very original. No, it's not. You don't understand, man. It's okay. Arceus, don't be retarded.
I thought you were talking about something I said in my review. Um,
One Pace is good. What is One Pace? All right, let's show Crimson's review. So summertime rendering, I don't know what this is about. But based on the
we
very
got to
first
bring that up
sentence.
on screen.
Oh, fuck. Based on Crimson's thing, action, romance, time travel, alien, supernatural entities. Interested yet? This sounds fucking crazy. How many episodes is it, Crimson?
It's 25.
25. That's way too much. Is this guy fucking walking around with a nail gun?
Yes.
Is he
The
literally just.
old man in the background has an actual rifle. And dude, did you fucking skip over the fact that the main character up front has like a revolver?
Oh, I see it. Uh, so
Yeah,
this is this
there's a lot of killing in this one.
this is just the otaku from High School of the Dead.
Well, they only have so much access to weapons in this, so
Yeah, well, he only had limited access, and the otaku had a nail gun in the beginning. He put a scope on it and everything. It was just like pop, pop, pop. All
yeah. Well,
right, let's go back to your review. That sounds interesting. This anime is well, not perfect in its structure. A really good watch. One Piece is a fan made version that cuts out all the filler and shows the show as intended by the manga. Uh, it's an incredible story, bad anime. Okay. Um,
again, I have no problem with the writing of Eiichiro Oda, just the way that Toei has made the anime.
so how is the story? Well, it's a very interesting time loop plot where the main character, Shinpei, isn't that the name of the kid in Jujutsu Kaisen that like gets killed by.
Junpei.
Oh, never mind. I take it back. Finds itself caught up in the plots of a collection of supernatural clones. Clones? There's clones in this fucking thing. What is this? The second episode of Star Wars? And that local deity controlling them. It's very well structured and paced for the most part, but opts for a more brute force kind of storytelling than you would expect out of one of these sort of time loops. Rather than play on the mystery and supernatural parts of the story, it leans in more into the action. It got a lot of fighting and the action than you would expect because of its confrontational approach to things. But because of that, there isn't really a part of the series where you feel like things are slowing down or getting less intense. There's a constant sense of tension, and you can never feel like there won't be consequences to what's going on. It's kind of a story to keep you consistently invested what's going on all the way through. Okay, I don't want to read any more of this, but it does sound interesting.
If you want me to quickly describe what the whole plot is,
Go for it.
um, yeah,
Do it.
Shinpei is basically returned to the island. So the blonde girl there is his childhood friend, and he's been gone from this place for 2 years, and he's only returned because she recently passed away, and he's attending her funeral.
So they time
Um,
loop it, and now she's back alive.
Not necessarily.
Oh,
So he shows up on the island, and weird things start happening. um and like he's starting to like look into some like weird happenings in the island, only to go up to a local shrine, and then the chick on the right with on the left with the sledgehammer, the
hmm.
brown skinned girl next to her with the knife, and him all get killed by a clone of the girl with the knife.
Damn. Brutal.
Yeah, they all get murdered, and then he resets to right as he's arriving at the island.
Nice.
So effectively, he has this ability to where when he dies, he basically gets swapped over to a weird parallel world.
So he's
Um,
like Subaru.
it's kind of returned by death, but there's an extra mechanic in there that uh the time loop has a constantly shorter uh regression point where Subaru basically hits checkpoints.
Hmm.
It's more so like he can only go back so far because the reset point keeps catching up with him.
Got it.
Meanwhile, all of the clones and stuff are like trying to copy people and replace them. There's this god that's trying to consume a bunch of people, and yeah, it turns into a lot of like intense action and killing and stuff. It's pretty good overall. I really really liked this one. I thought it was really good, and it's only 25 episodes. That's it, full story. Everything gets finished in 25 episodes. You're good. You can move on with your life.
Cool. Crimson, I watched this show called Knights and Magic. Uh, this kid is played by Justin Briner, and I'm pretty sure he wants to fuck his mech. Because he's like super obsessed with mechs. Like it shows this really cool magic system. He gives up.
Look, I'm only pretending because honestly, I've already heard worse this week, and it's only Monday.
So I actually just watched this one. I literally just watched it like all of yesterday while I was just like laying in my bed and I didn't want to go anywhere. Um, no, this has some really cool fighting in it. And other than the fact that I think he wants to have sex with his mechs, it's actually pretty entertaining. Um, but they make like a giant mech dragon, and it's kind of funny. Um, in a little bit. But like my biggest problem with this is they had such like a cool magic system where it was like kind of based on like coding, and because this guy was like a developer, he was able to figure it out and then he taught it to his friends. But like the magic was so cool, but all it went to was mainly the knights or in the mechs. uh so it could have been cool, or I thought it would have been better if they showed more of them fighting with magic. But at one point he's like, "Well, I could have gone killed them with my magic, but uh robots have to fight robots. Like everything's all about the aesthetics." So he's like, "I can't go kill this guy because he's not in a robot." And you're like, "What the fuck?" Like, and but it was fun.
Interesting.
It was fun. And then
Kind of sounds like a newer version of Escaflowne.
it's kind of so like there's a character kind of like Fallon from Code Geass where she's only the fan service really, and they have her in a night where she's always leaning forward, so it's just her boobs showing basically. And it instead of Fallon with her ass, it's this chick with her titties. Um, I don't even think this has pictures, does it? Yeah, this doesn't even have like pictures for the thing like the other ones usually do. Um, but yeah, I enjoyed it. It was fun enough. But is that the one with the little kid who's like supernatural that you just did a video on, Crimson? Is that what this one
Uh,
is?
oh yeah, Kaya.
Yeah.
I have not watched that episode yet. I will get to it at some point here, but
Yeah. Uh,
Kaya, I do enjoy. We'll see about it here in the future. So
I haven't watched it. It just looked creepy, and I didn't want to. I didn't want to try it. So, but we'll see. So we have like 15 more minutes, but I think we'll probably end it here. So, guys, you should come to my shows on Friday nights. It's called The Ramblings of Biggles. I'm still going to do it at my normal time that I do it. So it will still be 5:30 my time, but it will be 8:30 now Eastern, where I just talk about random shit. So expect a lot of baseball stuff. Um, because Biggles, am watching the WBC. And right now it's the eighth inning and it's a 2 point game or a 2 run game between Mexico and the US. So I want to watch. And we ran out of stuff to talk about. Mondays are easier for you. How dare you? How dare you not want me to talk about random shit other than anime? How dare you, Arceus? No, that's fine. I shouldn't have said the thing about baseball. I mean, I I review at least one anime every Friday, and then I talk about whatever we didn't talk about here because Crimson hasn't watched it. But then I will probably talk a lot about baseball because that's what I do. I've been talking a lot about hockey because my team has like this 18-year-old kid who's like tearing up the league right now. And he's a defenseman and he's scoring more than fucking forwards. So I've been talking hockey and shit. But yeah, come to my show on Friday. It's 8:30 Eastern now, PM, and we talk about a lot of stuff. So come join us and go watch Crimson on Saturdays. Or
Yeah, go watch me be sober and tired on a Saturday night.
that sounds depressing.
No, it's actually really fun. We get to talk about a lot of weird ass manga like Monster Marriage Shop, which is definitely gonna be something I'm gonna be commenting on Saturday.
I think I saw that manga. I just didn't read it.
Well, count your blessings. I'll say that much. You would probably look at it and be like, "What the fuck?"
Dude, I look at most mangas that show up and I just go, what the fuck? Great stream, Pickles. Love hearing your opinions, man. We may disagree, but I respect you. How dare you respect me, you bastard? And what is this compliment of keep up the amazing work? All right. Thanks, everybody. I will see you all Friday. Unless you come watch me play D&D on Tales of the Dragon Cavern on Wednesday, which I don't know what the new time is because my time's changed and I don't know if their time's like the same as mine now. So we'll figure it out. Goodbye, everybody. And we're going to end it with the good old Goblin Slayer.
Hasta la bye bye. Go kill some filthy goblins.
Yeah, exactly. Filthy, disgusting goblins.
Like hell we're gonna believe that. A goblin lord? My ass. You're just a damn goblin. Just a disgusting little goblin. And me?